The Stamp Out Hunger food drive takes place every year on the second Saturday in May. It's done nationwide. It's a collaboration between the National Association of Letter Carriers and the United States Postal Service. Together we work to bring in as much food as possible. I've been involved in it for a very long time. It's something that's been very close to my heart and very close to my family's heart. When I first started doing it, I was a little kid and my aunt brought me into it because she was a letter carrier. You come in the morning as a carrier and you case your route up, and then you go through your parcels and your mail, and you load your truck. Usually by around 9:30, you're loading and heading out to the street. And it is one of those days where you pump yourself up. You know you're going to have to do a little extra, but you're hoping that with your reminders, with the card, with the bag, with all of the, just carrier interaction that you have when the carrier goes out and sees their customers. Oh, don't forget, second Saturday in May is the Stamp Out Hunger food drive. Having a food drive in the spring of the year is very important to making sure that the food pantry has an adequate amount of food. Now you're having the summer months come and you have a lot of kids that are getting out of school, and a lot of those kids are on subsidized food plans or discounted meal. 1 can, 2 cans in a bag on your porch, and if everybody did it, it would make such a huge difference. I think it makes you have a connection with the community. I think it makes you have that connection with your customers. I think it makes you feel like you're making a difference. The volunteer side of things that we're very fortunate to have makes a huge impact on the Carriers Day. This is the first year that we've had a line like that. And that was a very good feeling. It's just so simple. Here's your badge, here's your card, here's your map. Cover this area, and when you get back, if you can't cover it all, feel free to make another trip. That'd be great, because that means we got more groceries. I would say that I shoot for anywhere between 75 and 100 volunteers. Every person that's out there makes it that much easier. We'd like to encourage people to bring a friend, have a team, so that you have at least 2 people together, but that you have 1 dedicated driver, and then 1 or 2 people to get out of the vehicle and pick up the food. There's a lot of people that just come for a couple hours, and then we have people that will come for half a day, and then we have people that were there that said they were only going to be there for a couple hours that got so involved that they will stay all day. We have kids as young as 8, 9, and then all the way up to retirees, people who are in the community that are retired, former carriers that are retired. A large portion of our volunteers, I would say, are high school age kids that are coming in, and they're becoming repeat volunteer people for us because it's something that school requires them to have volunteer hours, and they only need so many. And a lot of those kids are the kids that come in saying that, oh, I need my 2 hours, but then they'll stay for 4 or 8. And that's one of those things that I think is really awesome to see. We'll canvas, and then a lot of times we'll re-canvas, or we will send volunteers out to meet up with actual carriers who are out there on the street, because the goal is to get the food back, or as much of the food back, as soon as possible, so that we don't have that big end of day, carriers are coming back and now we have to unload all these trucks with all this food. That way we can get everybody out at a normal time of day. So by the end of day on that Saturday, we knew that we had surpassed our total for the year before. Since the Stamp Out Hunger food drive began, we have collected 1.5 billion pounds of food, which includes the 80 million pounds of food that we collected last year. A very important fact about the food drive is that all the food stays local. This is that one day of the year that we as letter carriers are out there and we are making a difference. We're not just dropping off your bills per se, we're picking something extra up and we're giving back to the community. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very good feeling. In 2017, the National Association of Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive in the Fox Cities collected over 87,000 pounds of food. This year in 2018, we would like to challenge the community to bring in double that. But see, now that's pressure.